afternoon, everybody. It's Michelle here with ASIS Massage Education, and coming to you with another great live stream and wonderful guests today. Sorry, I've been out for a couple of weeks. Lots of great things happening over here, lots of busy things happening. Just a little announcement. We have some continuing education classes that we've been putting up on our website that are coming now that we need more of our in-person hours here in Arizona. Go check out our website, asismassage.edu. Upper right-hand corner, check out, click on continuing education, and you can see by campus what's coming to a school near you. So to our live stream today, I have invited the Education Accounts Manager, Tracy McDermott, to our live stream conversation. Tracy works with the Books of Discovery, which is the company that produces the Trail Guide to the Body, which I believe many of us in the massage world and in manual therapy world find it has been very helpful in learning all the muscles and how to find them in the body. And I know it's one of our favorite books here at ASIS. Every student gets a copy, and we work primarily off of that for our kinesiology and an anatomy study of the muscles. So I was really excited when I saw that they have an amazing milestone that they just surpassed, and they're celebrating in great ways. So I asked Tracy to come on board and say hi and talk to us about it. So let's bring her on and say hello. Hi, Tracy.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for coming along.
Yeah.
I know I've been working with you for a few years now. I always get our books ordered right away, and we're always have them. So happy you guys are just down the street almost, because then we get them very quickly.
Exactly, yeah.
And I've been seeing all the great new things that have come the way, and the changes and the additions, and so amazing for this resource that has, I think, revolutionized the way that we study muscles and understand muscles. Particularly, I can speak for the massage therapy field. Has made a huge difference, and so many features about the book. I can go on and on. You can check out a blog post where I went on and on for a long time about it, because I love so many pieces about the book. But so let's talk about you for a minute. Can you tell us a little bit about your story and how you got involved in Books of Discovery?
It was a little happenstance. A few of us are horse lovers, and so it was kind of through a meeting at the stables, oddly enough.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I have a fine art background, and I remember I absolutely loved my anatomy and physiology coursework in college, and I almost went to school at CSU, Colorado State University, for medical illustration, but they oddly enough dropped the program right when I started there. But nonetheless, just through connections and meeting people, found myself with Books of Discovery, and it's awesome because I love anatomy and I love being part of kind of the body work community. And sharing and all of that. I mean, we also serve like Pilates and yoga, which I'm definitely still big into. And so just, all of those kind of holistic practices that we can all kind of participate in.
Yeah, I love that. And I just have to do a little shout out to one of our graduates here, Zion, who has said it really great, best book in existence for learning the body. I think so too. And I think part of that has to do with the illustrations, because since you brought up art. So could you tell us a little bit, because I know we've talked about it before, and that's what went into my blog posts and stuff, just mention that again, about how it came about, because that's part of what it was, is the artwork was so integral in creating this resource for people to really make sense for people to understand the muscles.
Well, I'm not sure how well I'll do the story justice, but I mean, Andrew Biel kind of woke up in the middle of the night and was like, I need to produce this map to the human body. And Robin Dorn, who is our illustrator, happened to be one of his students at the time. So it was just like this serendipitous kind of connection. And she's a fabulous illustrator. And I think one of the main things, there's just something so attractive about the illustrations. And so then it's not so much like intimidating to learn about the body, because they really draw you in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, maybe you can tell me more of what like your students are saying when they're kind of learning through the textbook, but that's what we hear quite often. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I do really love, I mean, we were talking about the different editions. So I have a third, we have a fifth, and, we're currently on our sixth in here. And just the, well, the illustration's always been great, but the changes to the illustration in the sixth edition, just really amazing. If people are familiar with the book and have not seen the coloring and everything, the way it's filled out is really amazing. And things such as looking into the actual trails, that's what we're talking about, is finding the trails, of finding the bony landmarks and finding where the muscles attach and such. I love how it's put into real life situations. Like you can see, like, doing this movement makes it do that, like, and not just saying what flexion is, and just not be able
and
to really see
incorporating like the daily movements, things that we do each and every day. Yeah, that really helps to connect the dots.
Absolutely. And so it's just the way it breaks down, and everyone can make sense of it, and it's tangible for something that's on a piece of paper. It feels more tangible to them. And I think this is a really great point that Zion also added in here, that he's still using it in his practice, always relearning and refreshing, even use it to show clients how their body works. So thanks for all you've helped to bring to the world. So Tracy and Andrew and everybody over at Books of Discovery. Big fan of everybody I've met over there, and Ronnie and everybody that we've met at all the conferences and things like that. So some changes too that I've noticed over the course of time is even representation in the book has changed a little bit.
We brought on a lot more inclusivity. And so in addition to just making all of the colors more vibrant, as time has gone on, right? If you compare your current edition to the first or second, there's a really dramatic shift. And then, we wanted to kind of honor all the different ethnicities, and really make everybody feel included in this profession.
Yeah, I love that. And that reminds me of too, there's videos that you produce. So there's some things I probably can go on and on about everything that you guys do for us as educators too, because you create not just the book, but there's so many different resources that are included in the book, both from the student, for the student standpoint, someone who owns the book, they can scratch off the code on the inside cover and go and get the online resources. And instructors here, we've got the slideshows and the videos and
Testing,
everything that included. It's like a one-stop shop for us, which helps it tremendously. But the videos in particular have been so helpful for students to be able to go back to. And I love that there's different representation in the videos, even with like I'm thinking of one, for example, there's the picture of the rectus abdominis and the abdominal muscles, and they're like, here's how you can find out someone who might not have six pack, and so that's really important, because sometimes we're like, okay, it makes sense, but most of our people on our tables are not going to look exactly like this. So we're able to still be able to use the references to be able to help us to find everything as well. So that's really, really great. And I tell students all the time, those of you guys watching it live or later, please remember you have those tools at your fingertips. Just scratch off that code and get online.
And let me mention, like, you would be astonished, well, maybe you wouldn't be, at how many students maybe don't know about them. I mean, we announce them in the inside front cover of the textbook, so it's like we try to scream it out to the students. But many don't know about them, and you'll also be surprised at instructors who aren't necessarily using the resources just because somehow they forgot that they existed. So that whole suite of tools is just it's amazing, and students and instructors should really take advantage.
Yeah, we definitely did. And it was instrumental in helping us not miss a beat during our COVID lockdown in 2020.
Exactly.
And we were fortunate because we already had a lot of things online. We were using the learning management system already, but to have all the test banks and to have extra activities to do and things that we could assign because we couldn't meet in person. There's only so much staring at us over Zoom that somebody can do. So we were able to utilize those tools as well. So it's really, really, really wonderful too. So yeah, we've had great success with using them. So yeah, so we've loved this book, massage, and we mentioned you're serving also Pilates and yoga community. Are there's other groups and professions that also use the trail guide that's a big part of
Definitely.
it?
Yeah. So we serve athletic training, exercise science,
Mhm.
occupational therapy, OTA programs, physical therapy, and PTA programs
Awesome.
as well as even like a lot of alternative medicine programs,
Okay.
acupuncture, osteopathic medicine,
Yeah.
and some chiro. So it's pretty broad reaching, which is,
Yeah.
that's fabulous. And we love that we are able to serve so many manual therapy
Yeah,
workers.
I love that. And because you've been serving so many, there's a great milestone that you just reached. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes. So we're celebrating our 25th anniversary, and at the same time, we're celebrating selling 1 million copies of Trail Guide to the
Oh
Body.
gosh.
So that has been a huge thing for us. That's very sweet.
Woo!
Yeah, so we'll be having a party, and yeah, we're pretty ecstatic about
That's so
reaching that
exciting.
milestone.
I know one of the things I'm really excited about seeing, and I'll be there hopefully in person. Well, I know I'm going, but I'm hopefully see this happen
Yeah.
is at the AMTA
MT.
National Convention, right? American
Yes.
Massage Therapy Association has a national convention almost every year. Last couple of years that we could not do
Took a
it
break.
because of COVID, but there is going on this year in Cleveland, and
Mhm.
so Books of Discovery is going to be doing what there.
We actually have, oh gosh, now you're testing me.
Oh,
We,
well, I was just
I,
giving you a chance to say it. I can say it too.
yeah, you might have to say it for me.
So
You go.
I read in the email that celebrated the 1 million copies that they were going to celebrate with a donation to the Massage Therapy Foundation at the convention is what I thought I
Yes.
read. So
And I believe we're participating in a pep rally, and there'll be kind of a assortment of things happening. But yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah.
That'd be so much fun. I love convention as it is. I've been an AMTA member for a very, very long time and
Yeah.
volunteer with them and chapter president and everything like that. So I've been to many conventions. Always so much fun.
Yeah.
If anybody can get out to Cleveland this year, that I really highly recommend it. But if you can't, we'll I'm sure see all the great pictures and videos that come from it as well. So that'll be really, really
Yeah, I
great.
think it will be a really fun conference. And, not only because we're celebrating things and then donating,
Mhm.
but yeah, I just think we're all going to, try to be there, and we're going to make, yeah.
Yeah. So do you think Books of Discovery, a whole bunch of you guys are going to come out this time or?
For sure there'll be five of us.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that I just missed you at the
Oh,
ABMP
yeah.
school
I missed you in
forum.
Denver. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
know.
bummer.
I was like, "What?"
I know. I'd love to
I was
see
talking to
faces.
Tim, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You just missed." I'm like, "No." But no, I got to hang out with Tim for a little bit, and
That's
we
good.
love Tim here as well. So,
Yes.
we have a good time with him.
Awesome.
So much fun. We have someone picking up something, so I have a window right by my office. A lot of people wave to me, like, "Hi." So, and I also saw that they were going to be donating memberships to the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education for teachers in the field as well.
Yes. Yeah. So the first 25 people that contact us and that actually qualify as first-time members, they'll get a 1-year free membership. So we'll be
So
sending that kind of that email blast out soon.
yeah,
So
I
yeah,
did see it. It said details coming later, so
yeah,
I hope I
yeah.
didn't give away
Just
too much.
keep
But
an eye out
yeah,
for it
yeah,
for
keep
sure.
an
Yeah,
eye. That'll be
yeah,
really great, and I'll make sure I forward it. Well, we're members as a school, so our
yeah,
instructors already get membership because
yeah,
of that.
yeah.
But the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education is a great resource and one of the best places to go for top of the line educational
Mhm.
standards, and so
Exactly.
I'm glad that you're working with them because that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, and
Yeah,
we're
I
happy to be
love it.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. So we started with a trail guide of the body, and then what crazy turns and additions, and what are all the other things that have
All the other things.
all the other progress, right? I know. I was just telling you before we went live that I was getting ready for this. I was going on the website. I'm like, what? They have a goniometer manual now? I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. My friend's gonna really laugh at me about that one, but yes. So there's so much more than the trail guide. Not that you needed more than that, but I will show
Right.
real quick a little screen share of all
Okay,
all
great.
the covers that we have. So let's see. That
Yes.
goes right all the 6
I love
versions,
it.
and there's that. Yeah,
25
25
years.
years of
Yeah,
that.
it's
I love
awesome.
that. That's so awesome. And what was the first year do you remember what year it came out?
I believe it was 97.
97. Okay. So
Yeah,
since 97,
yeah.
we've gotten all this extra goodies coming. So what are some of your highlights that you have over there?
Well, I mean, we have several other textbooks. Obviously, Drew put together the supplements to Trail Guide to the Body, and then there's Trail Guide to Movement, which is a really fun textbook for foundational kinesiology, learning movement. So I think we actually, when I first was brought on board in 2014, we actually launched Trail Guide to Movement shortly after I came onto the company. And then since then, we've added a few other things as well. So I don't know if we can talk about the A&P title
Let's do
as
it.
well. So we've got Pat Archer and Lisa Nelson's Applied Anatomy and Physiology for Manual Therapists. So this is the second edition now. That we released, I believe just it's been a year now since we released the second edition. So that's awesome. And then we also have Ruth Werner's A Massage Therapist Guide to Pathology. So this is, quite the comprehensive textbook, and is just, it's a great reference for students all the way through, the profession to kind of reference back to. So we've got these. We also have recently released a functional anatomy for occupational therapy, which, as you mentioned, has a companion e-textbook, which is the OT guide to goniometry and manual muscle testing. So it's interesting to think back to 2014 when we really just had the Trail Guide series, and now we are really kind of, expanding our horizons, but still focusing on the foundational aspects of the manual therapy education. So
right. I love it. I was excited when it was announced that Ruth's Book was going over there, and I did interview her as well when earlier back in my early live stream days. So it's another one of our textbooks that we have here as our base curriculum, and we actually recently just up some of our curriculum, added a couple extra classes about treatment planning, and we're using that book as its main part, because we were noticing, I think some of the students almost get overwhelmed with how much information is in the pathology book. Like it's just so amazing and so much to fill that we had to kind of break it down into chunks and be like, listen, there is a lot, but really you can piece it in what you need at the time, and using the resources online. Again, there's a whole library of things that are available too online for that. And a little plug for ABMP also has the Pocket Pathology app that's associated with it as well. I don't know if you work with them at all with that, but I know that they have that connection there. But I did put up the website there if anyone is interested in checking out the other editions of different books and of the maybe get that goniometer guide. I know I'm excited about that.
Apparently I need to send you one.
3 different sizes in my office. It was really funny. The one instructor who asked me about it, he was talking about how people measure, distances, and he says there is a goniometer, and as soon as he said it, he looked over at me. He's like, "Oh no, now she's gonna go get one and have to show it how to use it." But I know I don't use it on a day-to-day, but it's just fun to use. I know, really.
We all love different things, so
I know. I'm a big anatomy geek, which I have. Oh, I don't have my sticker. It's on.
Right. I think I have one on my fridge, but it's too far away from me right now.
Yes, I know. I have it on my other book at home. I should have brought it, but I love it. It says Anatomy Geek, and it's got a little walking skeleton guy on it, and it's really, really cute. And that's the really cute part about the book too, is that I don't know if cute was the right word, but it's adorable. It really is. All the little skeleton guy, and he makes little funny dad jokes throughout and puns and things like that. Those are the little pieces that I don't think everyone realizes. Just adorable.
He's like your anatomy BFF, right? Like he's there to support you through the whole journey. And he gives you little tips and tricks along the way.
I was gonna see if I could find a quick one real quick. Of course, when I need to find him, he's hiding on me. But he does.
I mean, he's usually sweeping in on a rope.
So here's an example. I don't know if I can get that in there. So he's climbing talking about the quadratus lumborum, giving a little tip about that. But I think I've seen him wear things before and do some fun stuff. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but No, I love this book, and I get lost in it sometimes myself. And one of my favorite features I always talk about and make sure students know is the synergist page,
Yeah.
and showing how muscles are working together, because we're not two-dimensional people, and
Right.
it's not as clear as saying this is the muscle that does this. There's many moving
Right.
pieces. So to be able to see them as a group like that, and to think how they're working together or
Right.
in opposition to each other, is a really cool function as well.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite features.
And we have the list of synergists on the instructor resources as well.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh, there was a really better picture of our
Oh,
little
Mr. Bones. There
yeah,
he is.
Mr. Bones with his book, and I knew he was wearing a hat. I knew I had that somewhere. So that's awesome. So any things coming down the pike for Books of Discovery? Any new additions or ideas?
There are two titles coming down the pike that I can't be terribly specific.
That's okay.
But, an ethics and a business textbook.
Okay.
So yeah, we're really excited. That actually, you should see that happening in the next couple of months. So before the end of the summer,
Okay.
you'll definitely know, and we'll be featuring those at AMTA National.
Oh, that's exciting. I'll have to see that.
So definitely keep a lookout for that. But yeah, we're excited about that. Sorry, I
Is
can't
it going to
reveal
be
more.
geared towards massage therapists or all?
Oh no, these are massage therapy titles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
I know it's something that a lot of people say there's not enough resources sometimes for business, and just having more options for that. And ethics is always something that people don't think they need, but then when you have to start conversations with someone, they're like,
yeah.
It's always interesting conversation. I've been to a couple of the ethics classes, and people are always like, but that's not what I do, and I should do this. And then everyone's like, not fighting, but debating it. And that's goes for ethics. Like it's so hard to have it really black and white, and it makes you think about what you should do and how you should handle things.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so it's nice to have that
difficult
resource.
terrain to navigate for sure. So yeah, we're excited to have that content covered. So
awesome.
Yeah, it's really good.
So if people are interested in making sure they're on top of that, do you have, like, on the website, are they able to sign up for the newsletter, or did you know?
So usually if an instructor signs up for instructor resources, then as long as they don't opt out, they'll get our newsletters or updates about product and whatnot. And we're really, just as a caveat, we're really pretty good about, we don't send out something like every 3 days. We are pointed about it, and we want to know and keep you up to date about what products are coming and what changes have happened. So we're just basically keeping instructors and students in the loop. So anybody who has registered on our website will definitely be included in on those updates as well, and email blasts.
Awesome. Sure. Yeah. And I always look forward to those and see what's new over at Books of Discovery. It's really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So Andrew, is he Andrew Biel, the author of the book? You had mentioned that he's he started the book. Is he involved much in the creation process still?
He definitely is still involved. Because I don't work like side by side with him, it's hard for me to give you any more specifics about how he will be going to AMTA National. So
awesome.
That will definitely be a treat to have him there. But I think he definitely still is integrative to the whole process of everything. So
very cool. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. So great. Any features that you love about the trail guide that you like to share with people when you share your love for the book? Maybe I'm the one who's like, I'm gonna start wearing I Heart the Trail Guide t-shirts.
Obviously Mr. Bones is the standout character of the whole. I think honestly Drew's writing style is definitely what students also, in addition to the illustrations being awesome, just the writing style is engaging and it's fun. And so, what can oftentimes be kind of a sticky or, complicated
Yeah.
subject as anatomy,
Yeah.
and intimidating, all of a sudden becomes quite fun, and more explorative and
Yeah.
adventurous. And
Mhm.
so that I think is, in some ways that's the easy part of selling the textbook, because it
Yeah.
just makes it. And we oftentimes we don't use the adjective fun in our marketing, because it
Yeah.
like makes it seem like it's, it's a not serious, like
Oh,
it's still a
yeah,
serious book,
still very serious book. Yeah.
but honestly, it, and from teaching all these years that it's hard to keep students engaged.
Mhm.
And so when you've got a book with, kind of detailed anatomical information,
Yeah.
but it's also engaging, like
Yeah.
that's a real treat. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And a little plug for our classes. We do have these kinesiology classes. We just call them the kines classes, but it's elevating your assessment skills with kinesiology and palpation,
yeah.
is the name of it. And we do have those a couple times a month on our campuses, and
Oh,
we
nice.
focus on the different parts of the body. So I don't remember what today was, but we do like head and neck, upper arm, lower arm, hip, like lower leg, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
trunk. And so just give the students an extra chance to get more kinesiology practice. But we actually created it into a continuing education course that
Nice.
we have open to people, to licensed therapists as well. And that's one thing I hear all the time when I go to CE classes. People are like, oh, I got to brush up on my anatomy. I got to brush up on my kinesiology. Because once you get out of school, if you're not constantly thinking about it, using
Right.
it, and really
Yeah.
focusing on the origins, insertions, things like that, it kind of does leave your brain a little bit. So
Yeah.
we've been having really great feedback from that. We have the images from, the trail guide, and we always tell everyone to bring the trail guide if they have it. And
Right.
yeah, we
Right.
have our extra copies on campus and stuff, people to use. So it's still the creme de la crop of the
Well, and also that you obviously you can always reference the textbook itself, but
Mhm.
you also, should continue to have access to like the palpation videos. So if you
Mhm.
need a refresher, you can go back to
Yeah,
Drew's
yeah.
videos and, click into whatever it is that you need that quick
Mhm.
refresher on, and get
Right.
what you need. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that they have the access. And
Yeah.
so the access online, once you get that account, does it expire ever? Or
No.
you have to
Mm-mm.
renew or anything like that? Oh, you just have the access.
For instructors, we do a 2-year
Oh, yeah.
renewal,
Mhm.
and that just helps us to keep connected with the schools,
Mhm.
and that. But for students, no, it should actually just be for as long as
Uh,
they want to
So
continue using it.
that's great. So they can get all those refreshers once they're
Yeah.
out of school.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Exactly.
great.
Yeah.
I love it. So many resources
Yeah.
available to everyone. And everyone's so helpful over there at the campus discovery.
We
Yay. I love
try.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely do. I
Yeah.
was just thinking my time with Tim the other day. So
Yes.
he's a good guy.
He is a
A
good
lot of
guy.
fun. Okay. So if any kind of a recap here, I'm going to throw up the website. Let me click on that so we can check out
Mhm.
all the offerings from Books of Discovery online, and make sure students who have those books, or anybody who has a book, scratch off that inside code and go get your online resources.
Yes. Take advantage.
If anyone's going to be at the AMTA convention in August, we get to see all
Yeah.
the fun stuff that's going to happen
Yeah.
in Cleveland. So
Mhm.
pack your bags. And you think, what is it over there? I think it's the Music Hall of Fame, or Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, is in
Oh, yeah,
Cleveland
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So
Yep.
things to do, fun things to do in
Yeah.
Cleveland as well.
Exactly.
And some new new books coming in a couple of
Mhm.
months too. So we get to
Yeah.
check those out. That's a lot of fun stuff coming up. I love it.
Yeah.
And so I mentioned to you,
Oh, right.
sorry, I'm like, I'll talk to you. I do our little hot seat questions at the end of
Right,
our
right.
little chat. So
Okay.
I am nice about it, and I give you a little time ahead of time to think about it. So I don't want to put people on the spot. So if you're ready, can I fire away?
You can. How quickly do I have to answer these?
No, there's actually no timing. You
Okay.
know.
Yes. Okay. Go for it.
Okay. All right. So which talent or superpower would you most like to have?
I think flying would be pretty incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems to be the hot one. Yeah. And so I
Yeah. Is
always
it?
ask them my follow-up. Is it the act of flying, like being up and above, or is it being able to get to places in an
Oh,
easier way?
both.
Both. Okay. I never know, because sometimes it would be like just to be able to get somewhere. So that's why I picked teleportation more than anything. Not
Oh,
so much of
gotcha.
having
No,
to be
I
seeing
just,
all the,
yeah, to actually fly would be incredible. Yeah,
yeah.
to be like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. So if you weren't in this field and helping us body workers learn all about the body, which occupation do you think you'd most like to have?
Probably horse trainer, actually.
Oh, yay. Do you get to ride still and do stuff then?
Yeah, not as much right now because I live up in the mountains and I have two young horses. So they haven't quite learned yet to
Okay.
to carry me, but they will soon. So yeah, eventually that will be remedied.
Oh, awesome. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love seeing they're so majestic. I love to see them in person. If money or circumstances were not an issue, where would you most like to live in the world?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know, somewhere in Italy or France, maybe.
Okay. Have you been before?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. So some of your favorite places. I
yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Is it more the food, the like scenery, a little bit of everything?
Yeah, a little bit of
Everything.
everything for sure.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
What is your most treasured possession?
Ooh, I would put all of my pets as my most treasured possessions, I think. Yeah. Dog and two horses.
Dog and okay. What kind of dog do you have?
She's a mix. She's a blue heeler and a German Shepherd.
Oh, okay. She's probably a good girl then.
Yeah,
I
she
think,
is
yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have dogs that don't do very much and aren't very, very bright. So they don't have any of
Okay,
those
as
nice
long as they
breeds in
love you
them.
unconditionally, then
Yeah, that's beside that. That's their trick. And yeah,
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle smart dogs. I think they would just be smarter than I am, and I wouldn't be able to handle. And then they just walk all over me. So we know our limits. We'll keep with the silly, not so bright
Right,
dogs.
right.
And last but not least, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Oh, probably just don't worry so much.
Uh-huh.
Things, yeah, the way, you know what I mean? Like not knowing what's going to happen next, or
Yeah,
yeah, things have a way of just, moving along and
absolutely.
course correcting and whatnot. So
Yes.
yeah.
You said course correcting. I almost heard horse correcting, and I was like, I think you should maybe use that.
I'll think that over.
Yeah. There you go. And as you're
Create a
training
new
up your
term,
horses,
perhaps.
you
Yeah.
got that. Yeah. It's true. It's true. It does work out if we don't stress it so much. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah. So Tracy, I wanted to thank you so much for taking the time out today and talking about one of my favorite resources of all
Yes.
time. And
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing you in August, but I
I
know
know.
we'll
I can't
communicate
wait.
before that and
Okay.
place an order for another book in a couple weeks. So
All right.
yeah, we're gonna
Yeah, always happy to talk. And yeah, this has been fun. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
awesome. You're so welcome. Thank you. And thanks everyone for watching online. We'll see you next time. Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.